Hey guys, this is Metallagamer here, just bringing my weekly Game of Thrones segment. Season 4, Episode 3 is the subject for today. To no surprise, it was another great, eventful episode. Not as eventful as last week's, but still eventful. First off, spoiler alert. As always, want to tell you guys I will be talking about the episode. So if you haven't watched it yet, don't watch this. Leave this page, go watch something else. Figure out, if you don't care, then that's your business. I just don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I've already done it on Facebook once. I actually spoiled the death of Joffrey for one of my cousins, and it kind of made me sad because I posted the picture. It was a picture of Joffrey dead, and it said purple. It looks more like a nice shade of bitch to me. And it shows a picture of Joffrey dead in Cersei's arms. Well, my cousin hadn't known that yet, so she saw it, and I spoiled it, and I felt bad, so I'm trying to stay consistent with my spoiler alerts. But anyways, on to the episode. So, it started off pretty intense. Started off at the death of Joffrey, with Sansa running away from the town with the Fool. Now, I talked a couple of, episodes. I talked a couple of episodes back about how I thought the Fool had a bigger part in the show because of the fact that Sansa went through the effort of saving him and he became Joffrey's Fool. And then right after Joffrey died, he came up behind Sansa and told her, hey, we have to go. So it kind of, I anticipated him being a more important character, but Littlefinger proved otherwise. Once Sansa was taken to Littlefinger, he was shot with a crossbow, so he's done. He's no longer there. Now, me and my brother-in-law were talking about the whole thing with Littlefinger. We're kind of wondering how this is going to go, because if you guys remember earlier in one of the seasons, they talked about how much Littlefinger was in love with Catelyn Stark. Sansa is the closest he can get to Catelyn Stark now because Catelyn is dead. So, kind of wondering what he wants with her, because Littlefinger is in it for him. He's not in it for anybody else. He's in it for Littlefinger. So we'll see how that goes. Continuous shutting down of Jaime Lannister is maybe coming to an end, because he's training with Bronn now, and he decided it would be a good idea to rape his sister in front of their son's dead body. Guess he got tired of that whole not getting laid thing, so that's his business. I kind of like that they're going back a little bit too to the wall. They're showing a little bit more about the Night's Watch with the wildlings and Sam and Jon and all and them. I kind of miss not seeing them as much on the show, but hopefully they'll kind of jump back more into them because there's an interesting plot line there. Sam actually caring about the wildling was pretty interesting, and I hope that doesn't go too bad for him because Sam is one of the few innocent characters in this show. Oh, and then some scary shit. The alliance between Tywin Lannister and Lord Oberyn, that's going to be some scary shit. They're doing this to defend themselves against people like Daenerys, who have an entire army and are moving closer to Westeros. That makes sense, but being how powerful Tywin and Oberyn are, as well as how much they don't care for each other, or their families have had differences, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. I have a feeling, though, the Mountain is going to get his share of fuckery pretty soon. I think with the whole alliance, I don't expect Tywin to not actually give up the Mountain. I think he's going to end up murdering him. So, we'll probably see that in the episodes to come. Also, with the wildlings, they're moving closer and closer to the wall, slaughtering villages, things like that. So, there's that, and that's been pretty intense throughout. The one, star moment of the episode was with Daenerys, and her possibly recruiting another city of slaves to her cause. The very end of the episode, they're trying to convince the people in the town to come with them You know, hey, you guys are slaves, all these men I have are free, and you guys are not free, come with me and you will be free, essentially. Then they pull out a few catapults and start launching them. I thought this was a start to just say war out of nothing. I was like sitting there going, what the hell? And then I see that the barrels are shattering on buildings and they're not doing any damage. Then somebody goes and picks up one of the slave collars, and that's what all of the barrels are full of, just slave collars. So I think Daenerys is doing a good job in recruiting her members and showing that these are free people. She's, I'm assuming, going to have more people on her side next episode. So yeah, this has been a pretty eventful episode, lots of filler stuff. I have yet to find a boring episode this season, which is good. Anyways, that's just all for today, just my general conversation, just general talking about it. This has been another good episode, lots of stuff that needed to be done. But anyways, if there's also, I've been doing these Game of Thrones segments for a little bit now, if there's anything in specific you want to see out of these segments, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll fix it. Because kind of just doing it the way I think I should do it, it's just a general discussion of it, but if you have something you think might help me out, something that might make them a little bit more interesting, make you hit that subscribe button. Please let me know, and I will do whatever I find the best interpretation of whatever you're telling me to do is. Alright, well, anyways, that's all I have for today. As always, Game of Thrones fans, gamers, metalheads, stay fucking metal, and we'll be seeing you soon.